first question for you is, how would you define success?
Success for me, actually this question was asked of me last week. Are you contributing to your city, your society? Are you contributing to your family? Are your kids feeling that same sense of a desire to contribute? It's not money, it's not power. It isn't general recognition. It's a sense of contribution. I think if you're doing those things, then recognition will come, good jobs will come, other things will happen as a result of that. So every day making a contribution, either in your home, in your school, in your neighborhood, if you're able to a broader context, the city and society.
I found that a lot of students have issues with time management and prioritizing. So what advice would you give to students on specifically balancing their time to be able to contribute to their school, their friends, society in general?
Yeah, everybody has issues with time management and prioritization. I'm a pretty organized guy, but even I can get overwhelmed by all the things coming at me, both on the home front and on the work front. I think you have to develop a self-discipline. You need to get up early in the day. I'm not saying the crack of dawn, but if you've slept until 10 o'clock, you've missed 3-4 hours of time for your gym, physical fitness, eating healthy, time with your kids, time with your family. You've missed all that already. You're probably now late for school, or if you're working, you're now in the boss's bad list. So you need to be able to get up and get at things early. I wake up at 5 o'clock every morning. I go to the gym. I choose to go on the exercise bike because I can actually double task it. I can get an hour of workout in and actually bring all of my office reading. And I get all my office reading done while I'm getting my exercise done. And that means I can come home from the office an hour early and spend an hour of quality time with my daughter, a little bit of time with my wife. And that's just the way you have to work your life. So you have to be able to multitask, you have to be able to do things as efficiently as you can, and you have to be dedicated, and you have to pick the stuff that you really don't want to do that's tough, put that at the front end. Don't leave that for the end of the day when you have the least amount of time, the least amount of energy, and the other people that you may need to consult with are not available to you. Pick those hard tasks and put them at the front end.
Thank you. So, in general, what advice would you share about with students about pursuing your goals?
First of all, you've got to set some goals. Fail to plan to fail. This may sound a bit weird, but I have a 6-month plan, a 1-year plan, a 3-year plan, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, a 20-year plan, and a 30-year plan. You make adjustments as you go along the way, but since I put that in place about 10 years ago, I'm pretty well within 5 degrees of what I originally set out to do. And it should cover all the bases. What do you want in your personal life? Girlfriends, marriage, children. What do you want in your financial life? Get out of debt, create some sort of a savings account, generate some wealth. What do you want in your professional life? Get a promotion, get a job, get a promotion. What do you want in your community life? Join a volunteer group, sit on a board of directors. When you have those goals in all those key areas and put some timelines on them, it just keeps you focused. If not, you drift. 6 months goes by and you look back and you, hey, what have I done? I've been busy, but what have I actually accomplished? 6 years go by. I've been busy, but what have I actually accomplished? And I also think when you set goals, you start to look out for things that will help you to accomplish. And when you're looking out, you're actually seeing opportunities. I have a lot of people that come to me and say, how did you manage to get on that committee that got you so close to the chief? It's because I was looking to get on a committee, and I was reading the reports that talked about committees, and I saw it, and then I asked if I could join it. It's that simple. When your head is down, focused on your own little self, your own little world, you miss all of the rest of the stuff going by you. I think people who set goals, who are active in achieving those goals, who are looking for opportunities to achieve those goals, they'll see the opportunities, they'll also see the threats. They'll see when a company's downsizing, they'll see when curriculum is changing, they'll see whether or not there's a teacher with a good reputation of helping kids and one that's less engaged with their kids. And they'll choose to go into those good areas and choose not to go in.
So just to wrap up, any final advice you'd like to give students at Turner Fenton?
Yeah, keep doing things like this. Young people interested in how to be successful, making the effort to go out and track down people like myself. I'm not saying I'm any great superstar or anything, but it can't be easy for a teenager like you to walk into Toronto Police Headquarters and sit down for a half an hour with the Deputy Chief. You'll find that when you make that effort, though, people like me are very interested in helping you because we were like you, right? And whether you're the CEO of a bank or you're the chief of police, We were all once in your shoes, and we know that, there but for the grace of God go any of us. And I think that's one thing that young people need to be very confident that they can engage with, communicate, learn from, seek assistance from the elders in the community, the successful in the community, and you can be successful. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to learn from others who've gone that way, apply that into your own unique circumstances, dedicate the self-discipline, the self-accountability to do the things necessary, but we're willing to help. And I'm just really impressed with this school project. I'm very impressed with you. You're a very articulate, bright, confident young lady. I hope my daughter grows up to be just like you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time.
I wish you every success.
Thank you.
Okay.
How do you define success? Because we know in our society, like in media, how they portray success and how they, what true success is. What would you classify as true success in terms of for yourself?
Success is being able to make a living doing what I love. That's success for me.
You know what? Thank you. I love that statement because it's true, because we constantly hear what the media says success is. Can you describe the journey from your teenage years to where you are now in regards to being a singer? But I think we kind of touched on
yeah,
that.
I kind of talked about that. Like teenage years was...
Yeah, like going to, the different clubs.
Yeah, I mean, I can elaborate, talk about how coming home late meant I'm eating it because I knew I was out pursuing my dream.
You know what, actually, that'd be kind of interesting. So you'd come home and you'd get in trouble.
I get in trouble.
And then how did you deal with getting in trouble? Okay, because you got in trouble for your dad.
Yeah.
And then you still did it because, go ahead.
I love it. I couldn't, it's, performing was my crack, like performing and pursuing my dream was my crack. That was all I wanted to do. And I didn't mind, like if it meant that I was going to get in trouble to do something, take a step closer to my dream, then that's what I was going to do. I talked about some of the steps to getting to the point here, but I'm glad I made the decisions that I made.
Me too, and the rest of us are glad you did as well. And I hear what you're saying, I agree with it in terms of, and now we're speaking towards the youth, and it's not telling you not to listen to your parents.
No.
If you truly believe within you in terms of your goals.
Here's my thing, is I'm going to talk to the parents for a little bit. For parents, it's very, very important that you listen to your kids when it comes to what they want to do. And really hone in and key into their passions, because it's so important to support them, to support their dreams. The last thing you want to do is just sort of say it's not possible and just shoot that down right at the very integral part of their development, and when they're becoming boys to men or girls to women. So that's the big thing now, and for the youth, like, if you're passionate about it, let your parents know about it, allow them to help you through, in whatever way that they can. Do some research and show them. If they lack understanding, do the research and show them and say, look, these are some of the options that I have, or that are available in this particular trade.
Fine, it's been such a pleasure.